the wake of Superstorm Sandy, Channel 9 did a news documentary entitled Jersey Strong, From Seaside to Seabright. When it aired, we were shocked at how predominantly featured our failed elevation project was in the borough's representation of its effort to recover. The borough's use of our home without our consent in their propaganda campaign really just stinks. The following outtakes from the documentary pull back the curtain to set the record straight.
Okay, welcome home.
So the water was up to here, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. The water was up about...
After you.
Very high. Please watch your step.
Yeah, sure. Oh my gosh.
Dina Long showed us her home, just steps from the river.
This used to be my living room.
Long is also the mayor of Seabright, a town now with virtually no residents. Her home, like so many others in Seabright, not livable. Her first floor has been gutted. The damage beneath the flooring reveals something even more sinister.
The house moved off its foundation.
Wow, Dina, really? Your house moved off the foundation from Sandy? And it was when you bought the house. I don't understand.
Mayor Long and her family will have to start from scratch, and so will most of this town.
The principle behind our entire rebuilding plan is never again.
What Mayor Long and the town council are proposing is not just rebuilding, but building up.
How high was the water here?
I would say right over here to come about 3 feet up on the house.
Interesting street interview, Brian. It's ironic that interviews are being conducted, councilmen's homes are being repaired, yet none of the residents were allowed back into town. Gee.
He showed us one house on Center Street that proved that it works.
But over here, new kind of rebuilding, right?
Hey, look, it's Brian Kelly and the Channel 9 news guy. They're walking up to our house. I wonder if he's going to tell the reporter how screwed up our house is.
Yeah, this home was...
Nah, he's going to step right in with the political BS and tell this guy how wonderful the borough's elevation of our home was. I don't know how he could do that, though. He already knows that the house is falling in. Crazy, I tell you, crazy.
elevated last year through it was a grant program through FEMA, and it was elevated up to above the base flood elevation, and it's the only home in the street that actually survived the storm.
Brian. That house has survived a lifetime of flooding and still been a safe home. It took the borough's greed and complacency to finally destroy it. Hope you're proud. Oops, that could have hurt.
The home on Center Street proves that it is possible to build out of harm's way of floodwater. Florida proves that it's possible to build hurricane-proof.
Experts we spoke to say that the mayor is right. The answer is to build up. Alan Huber is a builder, already working in Seabright. He says the process to lift a home is as simple as locating the beams and, then imagine, Legos. Yes, Legos.
At the same time, at each point of those I-beams on both sides of the house, start to raise a home.
Actually lift the house up little by little by little by little.
Right, evenly.
Then put the foundation underneath
We
it.
build it underneath it.
Lower it back down.
Lower the house back down.
But making sure that every house...
Oh my, it's that scary number 5. Here we have a home marked for demolition after Sandy by Seabright's engineers and inspectors. A similar distinction was given to many of the borough-owned properties. Unfit for occupancy, they said. This home, however, was repaired and elevated due to the prudent actions of its owner, who just happens to be the borough's construction official. Sorry to say that the buildings belonging to the borough, however, were demolished, lacking any prudency, as Mayor Long sought to get every last penny from the federal government she could, deserving or not.
Since Seabright is flood-proof, will be a tall task. It will take money. Lots of money.
We've started Seabright Rising, which is a foundation, and we're going to work on fundraising, private funds that we can match to the government funds and the personal funds that people are going to put up to rebuild their homes. The home on Center Street proves that it is possible to build out of harm's way of...
Home on Center Street proves that it is possible to build out of harm's way of... Home on Center Street proves that it is possible to build out of harm's way of...